Let us get on to the last module, which is on machine learning. And if we compare machine learning with the normal algorithm based programming, this is the difference. Suppose we are feeding input data and a program which work on this data, then we will get an output. If we feed input into the computer and program which work on this input data into the same computer, the computer will be generating an output. This is the normal working of algorithm based programs. Whereas in machine learning based programs, the same computer is fed with input data and output data. So we'll be feeding input as well as output, and from this combo the computer have to generate a program. That is how this input become output has to be generated as a program by this computer system. Then it is called as machine learning based computer system, and this program can be used in turn to find a solution of similar type of problems. So these are the difference between algorithm based program and machine learning based programs. So by the definition, which is put in simple terms, machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that allow computer programs to automatically improve through experience. Tom Mitchell is a well-known worker on machine learning, and according to him, machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that allow computer programs to automatically improve through experience. So based on the input and output values, the program will be generated by the system. That means the code to execute on data will not be provided from external agency. The system itself will be producing the program. So if we look at the definition, machine learning can be the study of algorithm that improves their performance P at some task T with experience E. If we put in with these variables P, T and E, where P is the performance measurement, T is the problem to be solved, and E is the experience, then we will have a well-defined learning task as the combination of these three variables P, T and E, and we can picturize their relation like this. This is not a single running activity, it is a looping activity. The performance will be improving if it passes through this cycle again and again. So we have a better definition when we take task as T and performance measurement as P and experience as E, then a computer program is set to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measurement P if its performance of task in T as measured by P improves with experience E. So this has to be improved, P has to be improved with experience E. With more and more execution cycles, the performance should get improved. Then we can say that the machine is competent enough to learn itself. That is depicted by this diagram. When we represent this machine learning system, the schematic diagram will be like this. Here we have the learning system. The computer learns itself by the previous definition, and we will be seeding experience, which is the data to be fed into the learning system. Then we will be having the problem or task to be solved, that also will be given to the system. And experience means it should have background knowledge or previous values, that also will be available with this learning system. With all these three, it should produce a solution to this task, answer or solution to the task. Then we can say that this is a learning system. And the diagram can be improved by considering two components for this learning system. One is the learner and the other is the reasoner. So learner will be producing some models using the experience or data and the background knowledge. The learner will be producing some models, and by using these models, the reasoner can resolve this task for finding the solution. So this is the actual schematic diagram of self-learning system. Now if we consider the three terms, artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning, we can say that deep learning is a subset of machine learning, which is again a subset of artificial intelligence. So AI becomes the superset of these two things. Then AI is the engineering of machines that mimic cognitive functions. AI means mimicking human intelligence. And machine learning is the ability to perform tasks without explicit instructions, and it rely on patterns. So without providing the programs for solving a solution, the machine learning is having the ability to perform its own generation of programs. So explicitly we won't be providing the programs for finding the solution. And deep learning is the machine learning based on artificial neural network. These are the relation between these three terms. Even though they are related, they are entirely different. Then we have different types of machine learning. One is the supervised learning, another one is unsupervised learning, and the third one is reinforcement learning. Supervised is task driven, which can predict the next value. When we use task driven, we can easily predict what will be the next value, because the tasks or programs are designed in a way that we are having the next instructions to be performed on the data. When it becomes unsupervised, it is data driven and it identifies clusters or similarity between the group of data, and using the similarity it will be clustering this data. And in reinforcement, it learns from mistakes. It will work on something and it will not reach to the final goal. Then again it starts from the beginning with a different activity, and so on. It go on working until it reaches the goal. So that is reinforcement method of machine learning. we have a fourth type, which is the average of or combination of supervised and unsupervised learning, which is called as the semi-supervised learning. Then in supervised learning, if we explain it with a figure, the concept can be like this. We have some input and we are labeling those input like these are apples. It's a label to the input, and once if we label these input as apples, then if we see that object, the system can easily understand that it's an apple. So it can predict this object as apple by giving these as inputs. Such form is known as supervised learning. So we are giving the object with labels, and if we identify that object, then it can, with the help of these labels, predict that this item is labeled as this one. That is supervised learning. In unsupervised learning, labeling is not done. We are given with some input value, and based on their similarity, a new model is being generated where similar items are grouped into one cluster, another items are grouped into another cluster. Likewise, we can group this input data into different clusters. That is unsupervised learning. And this is the final type of machine learning, reinforced type of machine learning, where we will be getting into a problem or environment and we have to find out something. If it is not found out, we will be moving to other ways of finding it out, and finally we reaches the goal, and finally we are rewarded with the item that we are looking for. So for each try we will be rewarded, but the positive reward will be in the final try. Such type of machine learning is known as reinforced machine learning.